What is up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie, Mel, back again on my Soul Pod channel to give you guys yet another video. So let me move this stuff out the way. How are you guys? Let me know down in the comments. Are you guys doing good? Hope that you're doing great. Today we're going to be doing my lock update for 2 months. So I don't know what I feel like, because I just uploaded a video, I wanted to wait, but I'm like, I should document the true timing. So this will be my 2-month lock update, maybe just a couple days over. So this is where we're at. I did my retwist right before the end of the new month, right around the 4-week mark, 4 or 5-week mark. I had a lot of marrying happening, so much so that I really was almost really concerned with how tightly knit like 2 of them were in the back, but I just took my time and managed to separate everything so that it's okay and they're not like conjoined. But definitely learned a lesson. If you are going to get your hair wet all the time, make sure that you're taking your time to separate your locks, because if you don't, they will lock just like everything else. So that, and I'm enjoying my retwist. Sorry guys if I hope the lighting is okay. It's kind of dreary outside, but I think it's good. Here, let me get it up close texture shot for you guys. So you get, and this is my retwist. I do comb coil retwist. So I had a lot of new growth in some areas and probably just a lot of unraveling in others, because I also did the comb method the last time. But either way, I'm going to add in a video of when my hair was first retwisted. So this part is not going to be too long, but just to talk about my experience so far. I feel like every day I just feel more confident with just how I look and in general, because I mean, I never was not confident about how I looked, but having locks has given me just a lot to think about. Like, when you're walking out into the world, like, I know that I'm being perceived differently than how I would if my hair was another way. But it's like kind of just helps you to think about like, well, how do you actually feel about these things, or what were you taught? Like, you go through a lot of emotions just about like what it is. Well, let me just speak for myself. I've went through a lot of emotions of feeling like, wow, like I can't believe how simple life could be and I could still be beautiful. But also it made me think about how much sometimes we do to think that we look presentable, when really like we're beautiful just like this, you know. Our hair doesn't have to be straight in order to be beautiful or professional. Our hair doesn't even have to be like just super manicured either. Like, we're still gorgeous, beautiful. Like, I'm hoping that I'm expressing this in a way that you guys can understand what I mean. But especially if you haven't went through this process yet, and I don't have any other women in my family that are locked. So I think I'm the first woman that I know in my family to be locked. So I don't know, it's different. Like, it feels different for sure. But every day I grow to appreciate more about just natural beauty and just learning to accept yourself as you are. Because over the years, I always knew that I've always been on a hair journey. I think that we all are. So when I was young, my hair was permed. I went through that for a while, which eventually, when I was old enough to speak for myself, I decided I didn't want to get perms anymore. I believe this was around either 5th or 6th grade. Yeah, like once I was like probably, yeah, around Trace's age, around 10, 11, I started just having my own opinions about I didn't want my hair to be permed. And then I remember in high school, I had did a big chop. I decided to chop off my hair and do a really low cut. I used to have really long hair and I would get it pressed out. My dad would allow me to get it pressed out, and I guess they just felt like that was the easiest way, like him and my stepmom, to take care of my hair in a way that they felt like it looked presentable. And then eventually I just said no about that. I stopped. I decided to get a haircut, and you know, that was new because I remember going through a lot of like teasing, even from like the adults that I knew, about like how my hair looked, and basically trying to make me feel like it was a mistake, or that it didn't look good how it was, just like short and out and like a fro, or however I was wearing it. So that was really hard. I remember crying about that. But ultimately, my mind had been made up that I didn't want to have a perm anymore, and I just wanted my hair to be able to do its thing and grow. And from there on, I was natural for a long time. Loose natural, did a lot of like twist out styles and stretching my hair and stuff like that. And also started to get into wigs, wearing a lot of wigs, like in my early 20s and stuff like that. And I just, sometimes when I look back at my pictures, I just think like, you know, I was always good enough to just be myself. Like, you know, like, I don't know. It's just, I just feel like these are right for me. It's hard to explain. Like, I just feel like I always was going to make my way to this style regardless. And then I just had some extra inspiration because my son was so courageous and going for it. And I was just like, you know what? I want to do this too. And it'd be cool to do it with my son. So yeah, it's emotional. I feel emotions coming, but it's been a really great process. I mean, I can't say that I totally started this off as like a spiritual journey. Like, you know how people say, like, you know, sometimes people just get styles because it's a style. Like, you know, it gives a certain aesthetic, and maybe I was really kind of into that too. But ultimately, I'm grateful for the process that I'm going through and still going through, to just really accept myself on a whole nother level, and really just love my blackness and really love the blackness on other people too. That's been one of the best things. One of the most healing things about this is that my perception of what's beautiful and like the beauty standard has changed yet again. Like, I already knew black was beautiful. You know, that's one of the reasons why I had stopped getting perms and things like that. And I hardly ever wore my hair straight, even when it was out, braids and things like that. I always loved it. But I think this is just a new level, because it's like you really are like committed to this, you know. Sure, you can do other things and you can do wigs and you can do all kinds of versatile things with locks, but to a certain degree you are committed to showing up this way, and it's done a lot for me, and I can't wait to see how it keeps going. But I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to the next part, the throwback, so you guys can see what I was talking about with the fresh retwist. You guys can see it when I firstly did it. Right now we're about almost a full week, and I've been pretty much wearing it in the same hairstyle for like a week, and it even gradually turned into another hairstyle, because at first I had a swoop. But as the swoop started to come undone, I just took out the little pins. Then I was wearing like the front out into the sides into like a ponytail. But I had some hair in the back, because my hair in the back is like, my locks in the back are shorter. And sometimes they don't reach the high ponytail anymore. So I guess that's another thing to mention. Like, they're not as flexible as they used to be. Because if you guys go back and watch like my hair the last time, you know, you can still kind of stretch it and pull it. And you can do a pineapple, and you can do just so much with it. And now it's kind of starting to settle into what I feel like is probably going to be its real length. And I'm happy to be starting here, and I'm just excited to see them get longer. But anyways, this is it for Mel from the Future. Now go ahead and check out Mel from the Past. What's up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie. I'm just here to pop in to show you guys my retwist. I'm probably just going to insert this clip into my retwist video. So I did this last night. You can probably still see the section. No, I always do the comb method. I left the clips in overnight. Didn't bother me. And then I just took them out right now. So this is what it's looking like. I had to do it, and after actually retwisting my hair, I'm so happy that I did, because there was a section of my hair in the middle and the back that was really mirroring. Like, it was totally knotted. Like, if I needed scissors, I would have felt fine using scissors, because when I say they were connecting. Like, I was freeforming. That's why I don't know if I'll be able to freeform, because if I freeform, I mean, it would be fine, because that's the whole point of freeforming, just letting your hair do what it wants to do. But it wouldn't turn out like how, I'm not sure that it would turn out like a lot of people's, where they're still like kind of individual, because my hair will clump together in a major way. So I think for me, until my hair is more mature, I think I am going to stick with doing like the 4 weeks, at least for a couple more months, until like when my hair is more mature, I think I can afford to go a little bit longer. Because with the twist, the thing is, like, sometimes, especially when you get it wet, like, individual strands might come out and then connect with another one. And I thought I did a pretty good job of separating, but apparently I didn't. But before I did this, I just washed my hair, like, I'd say a few days ago, maybe like 5 days ago. And I did it like 5 days ago, so I didn't rewash it because my hair would be super dry. So I just kind of got my hair wet before I started retwisting, and just got in the shower and did my showering and just let my hair run underneath the water. And yeah, so this is where we are. And I'll show you the back. So I can tell that my hair has grown, because, like, I don't know, I think my last retwist has come undone, so some of the new growth is still some of my older growth. But definitely, like, when I was twisting, it was a good amount of twist on a lot of them. So as far as the whole maintenance, I think I did a lot better this time with, like, maintaining the same direction. It was a lot easier this time. I didn't have to think about it as much. Oh, I should have did this the whole time. So I just wanted to show y'all what it looks like, because I'm probably going to do my retwist video at the end of the month. And I just want you guys to be able to see it when it's in an actual retwist, instead of, because it'll probably be a little out by the time I actually upload this video. So yeah.